welcome back guys to the MP, the first battle between me, Demon and Chubz, my good friend from Germany. Anyway, so finally we are bringing you MP videos and hopefully you're gonna enjoy them as me enjoying making them. So the first battle is English versus Germany in Operation Torch. So at the beginning we're getting reinforcements, we're getting immediately, I'm moving immediately to G. Inside you usually have the officer, lieutenant, whatever, and a bunch of staff. Moving him immediately to take the first flag. Of course, I'm gonna immediately get the hell of those guys out and put them in one of the buildings to just in case the enemy tries to flank me and all that. So at the beginning, this is an awesome battle. We have the M8 Greyhounds, 2 of them. We have a bunch of troops, like trucks full of soldiers. We have this nice M5A1, little tankette, whatever you're gonna call him. Is an awesome as a support against infantry. We have the Dodge, which is an awesome, of course, vehicle to heal your soldiers. You put them inside, you heal them, never use them. Anyway, so I'm going for the first flag. You press the caps lock in this game too, actually. So this is the RVM mod. Well, RVM actually, sorry, not RVM, my god, no. It's the Hidden Stroke 2 RV mod, Resource War mod. Free mod, you can join anyway to play MP games. Anyhow, we're going immediately for this green flag. Each of the flags are usually connected to the other flag, so most of these flags are connected to flags on his side. So if I take one of his side and I already hold one on my side, I get reinforcement after a certain period of holding that flag. So I'm going here, I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna go on defensive in this position. Maybe, of course, he's gonna drop some paratroopers. He's gonna do some evil stuff with us, so I'm gonna like take this back guns, take some good positions. I'm getting noticing that we have the 88mm flag gun. Awesome, right? Why the hell not? But the game, it does seem that there's a buggy thing. Something is blocking the way to actually take most of this stuff. Anyhow, I realized that I said, okay, I'm taking already too much time. He's already sending his scouting vehicle, scouting airplane here. He's already noticing what the hell is going on in this position. So I'm sending my Centaur, which is 57mm. You get a bunch of new stuff, of course, but you know most of them like Crusaders. These are two different versions of Crusaders. Both of them can fire at the airplanes. This one has the 20mm Orlikon, which has more ammo than the Boffer's gun, which is 40mm on this Centaur. So they're both the same version, just different weaponry. So I'm noticing that he is immediately, the Chubz is immediately already taking most of the stuff, and of course if you hold this line of flags, which are the red flags, you gain the biggest reinforcements. I was like, okay, this is fucked. I'm not noticing that at the moment. I'm noticing in the mid-game that this is actually like that. So I was like, okay, I'm worried at this point. I'm worried. So I'm sending immediately my scouting vehicle. What the hell is going on in this position? I was like, okay, I'm gonna take that position before he can actually like put a huge amount of defenses, and you know I was very worried at this point. So let's see what we have. So he has 2 Pumas. So he has 2 Pumas and a bunch of commandos. So he has now spread them out here. I'm guessing he's noticing the most of the time sending my freaking scouting party, and you know he was like, okay, I'm gonna send my soldiers inside buildings so I can hold off the position. So I'm getting my M8 Greyhound, which will be the first contact with the enemy. Of course, we have the engineering vehicles here. I'm using my Crusaders 3, of course, which are also awesome early tanks against early tanks of the German army. Using our 76mm packs, I'm gonna try to move everything towards this flag. So the first battle will be around this flag the most. So my support at this moment is we have 1 plane, another plane for the scouting, we have 2 planes for bombing, and we have carriers which have ammo in it. So the first fight between the 37mm M8 Greyhound against the 50mm Puma, and of course who's gonna win here? I mean, 2 Pumas against 1 M8, I mean he's dead anyway. So I'm noticing that I'm moving my commandos here. Commandos having some of them having the Molotov cocktails, and one of them having mines. Heft mines or something like that. So I'm immediately dropping that trap on the Puma, hoping that I can kill him or just kill the crew members inside. Now that's of course is not happening, but he will blow up at some point. So of course I'm like, okay, this is already problematic. My flag is here, is captured. I'm like, okay, I need at least 1 soldier or a vehicle here just to hold this flag. Enough from me, I can move this tanks towards the position. So the Pumas are fighting, and we have the flag truck, and you can see the Puma is already destroyed. A bunch of crew members drop out. of course, I'm using my Crusaders here. I know that he doesn't stand a chance if I flank him with one of the Centaurs. He has 57mm. Now at this point, I'm not really familiar at the freaking, should I say, of the freaking tanks and, you know, military equipment for the British or Americans. I'm really not really that good with them. I do not understand most of them, you know, don't know the names and all that. So yeah, anyway, but this was one of our better battles, which was really a top battle. So I'm using my center to go around. I'm noticing that he's getting, this is a Panzer IV D version, as you can see here. He has mostly like Panzer IIIs and maybe 2 Panzer IVs in this position. He's sending his soldiers, he's totally like rushing this position. Again, he's holding most of the flags. I was like, okay, this is worrisome. So like, okay, I'm using this pyramids as a protection from his shots from the sides, so the Centaur can actually do something. My, of course, Crusader can't do crap about this Panzer I. Like, wow. Of course, he has a Stag also. If somewhere, she do that. There's a Stag. No, that's not a Stag. There's supposed to, there's a Stag. There's a Stag also. I'm getting reinforcements as my reinforcements arrive. I'm like, okay, cool. Reinforcements, great. New stuff, more stuff. But the fighting continues nonetheless, so he loses one of the trucks here. Let's see, these Carro Armato, the Italian tank. I didn't notice that before. Again, that's again early version of stuff you get at the beginning. We lose our freaking Centaur in between the freaking tanks. I'm sending my freaking bomber, hoping I can destroy most of these things, and of course I miss it. I did it. Of course, you should be able to actually move another one for another run, but it's like 2 bombs. Maybe it's still gonna miss. So he's moving in. He knows that I barely have anything actually to do. I mean, he's seen the destruction of my tanks. I'm losing my M8s are destroyed. My freaking center is destroyed. Most of my soldiers are like gone. There is absolutely nothing holding this position. We have the M3 Lee here. He's the early great tank, to be honest. I mean, he can't stand to the Panzer IV D version, which is quite a weaker version of any of those Panzer IVs. As you go with the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, blah, 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 something, I don't know the fucking thing, but nonetheless, that's the thing. So he's holding the flag, he's trying to hold the flag, but because I immediately drop my soldiers inside this building, it's a neutral flag, so nobody can take the flag unless he destroys my soldiers with windows. So yeah, so I'm sending my, of course, Churchill with his awesome little gun. It is useless mostly, but he has a nice armor, so yeah, I'm just trying to charge him. Moving my my awesome freaking at least I was trying to move grenade launchers to actually drop a huge amount of grenades on this fucks, but it's useless. I mean, they're already dead, as you can see here. And of course here I'm using my Jeep immediately to move towards this red flag, hoping he isn't there, using my officers here, doing some good stuff there, hoping that he doesn't reach those flags before me. I was thinking at the beginning that this is gonna be the main fight here, but I was wrong. At least for the beginning part, I was very wrong. So I'm getting new stuff. I'm getting, of course, not just Centaur. I'm getting this Tetrarch, a little tank. I mean, he's gonna be so useless against what he has here. Again, his Panzer IV is destroyed. Most of his stuff and this stuff, I mean, this part is destroyed. He doesn't have much. But again, we know now that he has a bunch of stuff on the right flank. Again, he can nicely shoot the crap out of me if my tanks are actually looking up there. So yeah, I was really careful in this position. I was like, okay, we're gonna try and make a line. Again, sending a bomber. This is my last drop. Again, hoping I can do something. You can see Stags, and you can see Stag explodes. He gets destroyed. Now you'll see the nice explosion here. This is the engineering vehicles. The engineering vehicles drops there. You can see the ammunition just explodes. All crap goes loose. So it was like awesome. So here I'm sending my fuel truck tanker to capture this flag, but he has already an APC with the MG34 here. Of course, that was useless. And here he sends his own little Jeep, couple wagon. And inside he didn't yet drop his officers. I noticed that. Let me drop my officers inside this building. It's a neutral flag for now. So at the moment I'm holding much. I'm using my M3 lead to hold this flag, which is a good idea because M3 lead is quite a strong, nice and strong tank. Of course he drops his bombs, misses the M3 lead. That was an awesome run from him. He really could have done more damage. I'm moving my two tanks, Matilda and Churchill, towards this position here. Now sending my soldiers and tanks and trucks here to capture and maybe lure the enemy fire on this before my soldiers can destroy that. As you can see, a huge rush of infantry with MP40s and all the good stuff. He's just rushing this position. I don't know what the hell was he thinking. I mean, I don't know, he wanted that point. I mean, I know that. I was like, you know, at this moment I can say, okay, I know what I'm gonna do, but, you know, when I was playing, I was like, holy shit, I didn't know what the hell is happening. It was crazy as hell. So we destroyed the APC, but he takes one of the buildings. Now, what I didn't know is that you can actually charge those buildings with your soldiers. You just right-click on the building where the soldiers are, and your soldiers will fight inside. So the big fight is beginning here. Okay, so we have I put my Crusaders on the side, hoping that if he tries to flank me, you know, at least I have something to back that part up. As you can see, the soldiers are not standing any chance here. So many dead bodies. I mean, these guys here, the small tanks, I mean, Centaur plus this little M5A1, we're good at holding this bunch of infantry. If you have tanks, they probably would break most of my stuff. So I'm sending my two Crusaders here. Seeing that he doesn't really have much here, I did destroy something. I can't remember what it was. I didn't think that he had much anyhow. So yeah, I'm standing there, having a nice look with this cliff over this area. So I'm gonna send one of the tanks up here and one tank just to support. So anyway, now the second big fight is going inside this position, inside this beautiful position in this refinery area. So the fighting is going. As I said, I do not know that I can actually just charge inside. My troops are stupidly standing there like nothing. And now he drops his officers from this jeep. He still doesn't get stuff. But I'm trying. I will at some point drop these guys outside and try to shoot these guys and the jeep. It is gonna be useless anyway, but still, we're gonna still hold that position. Butsuki drops some bombs here, destroy the tanker. You're losing the explosion. Lose bunch of these guys here. It's all hell going loose. Nobody knows what the fuck is happening. At least at this point. But I'm noticing is the freaking buildings are so strong. I'm putting my soldiers in buildings and they're firing between each other. As you can see, the health here is much bigger than mine. But nonetheless, I'm using my M3 to maybe just nuke the fucking thing. But that's not happening at all. So Chubz he's gonna make a big line at this point with his defense line of the Apex and all that. As he has the Flak Panther, no, not the Flak Panther, yeah, he has 37mm flak here, plus the pack. So he's dropping some shit on me here. I mean, I'm just being, he's bombing the crap out of the buildings, hoping that he can kill most of these guys here. There's only one person in this big building. So yeah, I'm using Tetrarch. This Tetrarch wasn't supposed to be going there. He was supposed to go at this point, I think, but yeah, the pathfinding went to crap. So I'm moving him backwards, hoping that he can't kill him. Of course, that's not really, this not gonna help because quite a big open space to shoot the Tetrarch here. So what I have Crusader 3 holding this position, which is going to be the greatest position here to beat. It's a really blind fire for the Germans. Of course, having this support here, I didn't notice this AA gun, or this flag gun here, so I'm gonna be sending that also. The soldiers to capture that. So he's sending a flame on my M3. I was scared that he's gonna kill my crew, so he may take the fucking thing. So I'm moving this guy out of there, hoping, you know, okay, move him, he's safe. But then again, oh crap, he's gonna use that thing on this building and kill my soldiers inside. So I'm like, get back there and kill that freaking thing. And of course, he dies, thankfully. This would be a disaster. So now moving my Churchill. Again, Churchill being, you know, that he's a good fucking tank and very hard armor. And maybe he's gonna do a nice damage onto the infantry and maybe a building. And now we have the middle here. In the middle I put my flag gun because he's gonna stand there for most of the game doing something later on. So the great fires and awesome stuff also happening is still on the main, this part of the flag. M3 is still there doing stuff. I'm trying to kill the freaking this tanker. Just the explosion would probably damage most of his stuff around and kill the pack and probably the pack itself. So we are having like a message here, Rommel, blah blah blah, someone, we're gonna get surprised by their forces, something. That means that big guns are coming. As you can see, this guy couldn't move this M5A1, whatever it's called. So yeah, they're dead. So what's happening? Okay, back here, I'm bombing the crap out of this little shack still, and the damage is like nothing. We didn't do anything. As you can see, the health is still 1,200, so that means like nothing. So at this point, I was like, okay, I'm sending my Valentine here to support this, kill this bastard. But the problem is, he's already sent one guy inside this building. He's gonna send this guys inside the next building. Again, it's gonna be a neutral ground, and nothing's gonna happen for a while. So at this point, we are doing whatever we can, just dropping this, but I'm noticing that that's a problem, because now we had that message. I'm like, okay, the problems are coming because the Panthers are gonna come. I knew the Panthers were gonna come. And these guys, I mean, you can see here that I tried to move towards this position. He really made this position very hard to take. He has Panzer IV, DF, F1 versions here. It's all messy. Like, I mean, he made there a line I couldn't even reach it for a very long time. Oh my god, that was a really tough battle later on, but that will be shown, of course, here. All in all, we have taken this with I put 2 soldiers here just to guard this one Crusader. That Crusader that was here still stand there. Puts many soldiers inside few buildings here, not just one, I think. No, at the moment this is just the one here, but good for support, just to see what the hell is happening, have some kind of view. As you can see, the Valentine is still doing trouble with, he has 2 buildings occupied, so yeah, I mean, the officers ain't gonna do much with their crappy pistols. Here I have a snipers. Now this is what I've done. I like charge with the fucking snipers, but then I like, okay, stop here. I'm gonna send one sniper here, one sniper there, one sniper there, just like all that crap. Okay, so yeah. Still, as you can see, I'm not noticing that, like, maybe I can just charge. I lose my M3 Lee. As you can see, he's starting an attack from with Panzer III N version. He has this skirts, and he's quite strong and formidable. I was thinking that's Panzer IV because I was, like, going left and right. Didn't know what the fuck is happening left and right. Here is going to be a little bit fight. I mean, Pack is going to just start shooting. This is going to be the next big thing that is, where we're going to be left and right on this position. There's going to be a massive battle here. As you can see, he's trying to flank me. He's using his Panzer III here to destroy most of my stuff, but thankfully the Charger being so strong and so beefy, like, he's going to do something. And how I'm having this M3 with 75mm cannon on him, and moving this Tetra little crappy thing, oh, Daimler that is, sorry, Daimler, supported the freaking Churchill. I mean, I'm noticing that most stuff are, I'm noticing, of course, he's probably noticing that we're fighting in this position. Now, this is gonna be our next big battle, so we're all, like, moving our forces to this position. Of course, making a line, like, here, and just like, okay, I'm gonna hold this flag because I need to hold this flag. Then I realized that all these flags are red, right? That means that we need to take those flags to actually get reinforcements. Who holds the flag wins, because flags gives you reinforcements. So I'm sending my freaking empty jeeps here. I don't know why. I think I wanted to use them as a scouting for just to see a little bit under the edge here. Of course, these guys can be easily killed. As you can see, their drives are already dead. The Daimler is trying to support and kill the infantry because now the Panzer III is dead. He can't do much here. He has this Panzer II with its, I mean, it's a crappier gun. Much crappier gun than most of the stuff I have now. And of course, I'm moving my Lee Enfield rifleman inside the buildings. I'm just trying to occupy building because now you realize, as you can see, now I've taken the charged the building and taken this position. Now I have all the flags. So yeah, I'm noticing. Okay, now I have to make sure that what reinforcement I got, I can actually hold the middle, because maybe the middle is gonna be the really troublesome part. And there we lose the M4A1 with the Minesweeper. We have the Firefly version here. We have the Sherman 2 and 2A. This 76, this 75mm. So yeah. Anyway, the Firefly being a beast of a killer of tanks. I mean, I'm just gonna start moving a little bit over here. I'm gonna start using my troops and try to take these positions. And this position he has the Panzer IV D version, Panzer III, and has the Pack 75mm. And again, right flank, still holding a bunch of snipers, soldiers, as you can see here, the sniper with Mauser 98K. Let's see what's next. I have this long-range truck with Browning. I'm gonna put him here around this position. As you can see, we still didn't get this flag. That means that he has something somewhere. I'm noticing that there's only one German here in position, so we still can't get the flag. So there it is. So we begin here attack. I'm using my Sherman to shoot him, but I mean that's there is no way if you're gonna go a frontal attack on German armor without something really good to back it up, you ain't gonna do much. So I'm using my Firefly here to attack from the sides. We destroyed Panzer 40, Panzer 3, and there's an 88. Now, this 88 is gonna be like a bane of the existence of man. My god, this tank is gonna be the thing that kills most of my stuff. This is worse than a fucking Tiger. It's so hard to kill it. You know, most of my tanks aren't that precise to begin with. You know, and what I should have gone and shoot the freaking munition trucks and engineering vehicles and these tankers, because they are gonna be the ones to explode and kill most of the stuff. I was trying to shoot a freaking tanker, but that failed miserably. As you can see, we're missing it. And here it comes, the big battle, the big battle. There's Panzer 4, 2, we have the 4 version, we have the mine layer or mine sweeper. Also Panzer 3, sorry, Panzer 4 version. I mean, getting used to this new stuff in the RV mod, Hidden Stroke 2 RV mod is gonna be like, takes time. So he's trying to charge me here. He has this stock 3. I mean, stock 3 is gonna be a beast. I mean, he just opens your tanks up. So I have this little M4A2 with his, what, 75mm, trying to hold this position. This position I have nothing except soldiers, but because I know the soldiers are so strong inside of the buildings, I don't have to worry about him. As you can see here, we still didn't do crap. I mean, I'm noticing what he has, and I'm like, okay, there's nothing gonna do here, but because he's attacking this position, like, okay, all reinforcements will go to this position and just hold. As you can see, they're still fighting the N482. Of course, he's fighting me with Panzer 2 versions, and this stock is missing like crap. But again, his damage tracks, he can't really turn around, so he probably doesn't have a sight towards that M4A2. Now I'm trying to reinforce this position with these 2 Shermans with 76 and 75mm, and of course the pack 76mm. I mean, that pack is gonna be a beast to just kill most of the stuff. I mean, there is no way in hell you can do anything against that. I already made my position very defensive. Here, yeah, here I take this little whatever silo is, and just hold this position. Hopefully he doesn't charge or anything while we're fighting on the right flank. The right flank, he's of course using Panzer 4 to trying to shoot a little bit here and there, but again, I already gained reinforcement as much as he did. But as you can see, one shot opened that, and that was a Panzer 4 just shooting the crap out of it. We have this stock 3 still, the F version. As you can see, nothing here. That little thing tried to neutralize most of the flag, but because I have so many soldiers inside these 2 buildings, he can't do crap. I'm moving inside Firefly in this position, because this position is excellent just to fall back and shoot. As you can see, we already destroyed this stock. If I'm not mistaken, it was a stock or Panzer 3. And I'm moving him back and forth because, you know, they don't have a sight towards him. So that means that I can just shoot them from the sides and kill them. I was like, okay, so this position is already quite secured. He's not attacking this position at all, the right flank, the biggest flag up there. So now he's sending what? He's sending a freaking suppliers and a scout vehicle. So now that we have destroyed the buildings and killed most of the Germans in this position with Valentine, we now have all the flags. And yeah, now he comes with this little freaking... Now again, as you can see, flags group red capture. ETA 12 minutes till the reinforcement. So that's how it works in this Sound Strike. You have to wait a little bit. And it's always dependent on the mission, on the map, and the script maker. Whoever made the freaking map maybe already also made the scripts. Nonetheless, as you can see, my freaking Firefly just has like... He has a view, and because of the view, he can just shoot the freaking thing, and he also can just shoot from the sides, well, to the sides of the enemy. And we already killed 2 of the D version of Panzer 4. And there's a stock opening this one Sherman M4A1 or M5, whatever his version is. There are too many versions to actually remember, and again, I'm not good with the Western equipment as much. If I played with freaking USSR, I would probably lose. So, yeah, at the moment, the only battle is over here. So what's happening here is that he is, of course, sending soldiers. Though actually, there's not soldiers. These are the Besetung, whatever. There's the crew members, all in all, the ones that survived. Of course, they're gonna die soon. As you can see, the Stag is dead. That Stag is still alive. So I'm gonna try and move this Valentine from this position to kill the Stag. And that will, of course, happen. And he has this 75mm Pak 40 APC. He's trying to shoot this part. As you can see, the Firefly is destroyed. Probably that Pak killed him. As yes, it did. That Pak 40 75mm killed my Firefly. It was a time after all. I mean, he was holding that position excellently. That 88 is still not taken, as you can see now the beginning battle again onto the pyramids. We always go towards the pyramids, for fuck's sake. So he has Panzer IV F versions, E version, and F2 version. F2 version, of course, being the best version at the moment, the best Panzer IV. I mean, his awesome 75mm. It's a beast. I'm saying lots of beasts, but they're all the beasts. I mean, you can blow a man to bits. It's a beast. So there goes one of the Panzer IVs. He's going the F2 version. F2 version again being general pattern, and new Tigers arrive at Africa. Now, yeah, then there it goes. Now the Tigers come to play for him. And there goes the F2 version. I mean, the F2 version could have been used better. I mean, F2 version is like the best thing in this early stage of war. But again, it has a little bit of this mission has a little bit of so-called freedom. So yeah, we gained some things that probably weren't even in a war during this time period. All in all, it's about to be fun, and that's the biggest thing. So I moved another Sherman here, just to have the nice side lock on towards enemy vehicles. This Pak 40 is still there, which annoyed the crap out of me. I was like, okay, I don't care about that. Let's just care about this position. Now, if you press space, which is a default thing, you will see what I'm looking this very moment. I'm looking towards those positions, which are, I have no idea where the fuck that is. Oh yes, now I'm moving by Valentine. I killed his motorcycle here, and I'm moving by Valentine to shoot the Stag. And there goes, one hit from the sides and he's dead. 75mm, baby. 75mm. Now I'm getting new stuff. As you can see here, getting new Fireflies. We have 2 Fireflies, 2A version, many Fireflies actually. We're getting a huge amount of Fireflies, heavier stuff. My Greyhounds are gonna be quite useless. I mean, this again in Southern Strike, it's not about the heavier armor. It's about how you use the armor. If you actually can flank the enemy, it's gonna be awesome for you because you're gonna win most of the time. I'll try also to use my Valentine here later on to move towards this position, maybe flank the enemy, but I like, okay, his infantry has the view, okay? Even if I pop up my commander in this with B, you press B and your commander pops up and you get the view if you do not have an infantry support around you. But there's a worrisome part where you can actually lose, he can get killed and all that. Now he is retaking the 88, that 88 is like his blessing. That's a monster, that's a fucking monster. He can eat anything in one shot. It's a fucking Tiger, stationary Tiger, and I mean it's even better than Tiger. It feels like he has longer range than Tiger, but it just feels like that. And there goes the Panthers. You can see the nice camo on them. Here comes the Panthers, 75mm. At this point, I was like, fuck this. I'm like, get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there. Like, there's nothing I can do at this point against Panthers. What he gained, I mean, I'm getting the Firefly version, sure, and all that, okay. But again, he has armor and the fucking strength of a Panther, and heavier armor and a freaking nice gun. I was like, okay, I'm falling back to this position where my AA gun is. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and make a line here with my Shermans, and if you lure him inside towards me, maybe, you know, because that is the only chance I can actually have. So I'm getting also the American US Rangers now, and not just British dudes. So yeah, not SAS anymore, but just British Rangers and all the good stuff. So okay, I'm making here a line, trying to make left and right with my troops, hold this stuff, and here we have a few stuff. Well, we have the staff, we have the Montgomery here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, General Montgomery. Now I didn't know that because when you're playing this, you're going left and right, so you don't know what the fuck is happening. I know, I like it. Didn't even notice that's General Montgomery. I would be, who knows the view of his binoculars really is, you know, how long it is. I have no idea now, but you know, next time I might even try and see. So you can see the flag that you actually have taken and hold enough for a longer time become black, and that means that after some time they will again resurface in their own colors. But at the moment it would be useless for him to actually even take these flags. Okay, so he's using his recon to see the stuff again. You can't see units inside the buildings unless you know they're there. Unless they start shooting at you, you can't see them, like in Blitzkrieg, for instance. So he's holding this position with Panzer. There is Panzer 4D again destroyed. And this is a little bit of stalemate, I guess, at this point, because there's the one German. There is that fucking crew member. Thankfully, I'm sending now my soldiers just to secure this area for in case, because I didn't want like lose my stuff. I mean, at this point, I'm like, his Panthers, I have Fireflies. I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm just standing there and I'm like, okay, you come to me. Chubz, you come to me, man. I'm like, okay, I've taken the flags. I don't have to call them anymore. Come to me. It was awesome. Nonetheless, it was a very beautiful battle. It's still going, and it's still not even getting to the really pivotal points where we're gonna be really killing with tigers. I mean, it's gonna be fucking awesome. I mean, this is just like a calm before the storm, and a storm of tigers. So I put my Fireflies in this position because I'm thinking maybe he's gonna again attack this position. Against this, this town is not really secured at all. So I'm like, okay, worried a lot, very actually worried about that. And these guys are standing there. I'm trying to put them inside this little, whatever this is, this building, and that's not happening. They don't want to get inside there. I was like, ah, crap. All in all, this position is very vital because units can hold those buildings like a mother humper, and just, you know, don't get destroyed unless you have flamethrowers, or you have the flicking. You just a bunch of soldiers that can actually get inside those buildings before they get killed and take the positions. So here again, he put another 88mm flag. I'm like, Jesus, man, are you crazy? I can barely even touch that our flag here. So there goes the Panther 2. Again, you can see the Panther just shooting the buildings. I'm thinking, okay, he dropped a bunch of stuff here. Of course, in that position, I really didn't think that. But at this point, we know that he dropped. I noticed that plane though during the gameplay, but I thought that was paratroopers. I don't know why, but anyway. So yeah, he dropped a bunch of the crates here, ammunition crates, for him to support it. This is defense line here, which is very smart. So, and here it comes, 3 tigers, 3 awesome tigers. Nothing to hold them back. There is nothing we can do against those tigers. We have this flag gun. He might be gonna try and kill one. He's doing the big push here. You see, this is where the problem was for him, because I'm thinking, why the hell are you not taking this position with barely has anything? If he had taken this position, he would have made a second front, open to hit my sides. He would have killed most of my stuff. Nonetheless, he goes for this flag. His 3 the tigers. We lose everything. Here is where really stuff happens. I'm realizing the tigers. I'm like moving my Fireflies, Shermans, whatever, moving them back. Like, okay, support that. Like from the sides, use the freaking cover of these buildings that are still alive, moving my freaking Crusader backwards and just shooting the man, and maybe just kill most of his infantry, just to actually for tigers to lose the sight, to lose the vision cone towards most of my stuff. So I'm like, okay, this is the moment where it was really problematic for me, because I was like, okay, where's my reinforcement? We press the tilde key. And there it is, 47 seconds before my reinforcement. And I was like, okay, I have to hold him for 47 seconds and come to me. Like, okay, I'm gonna hold him. I'm making a fucking line here, trying to hold him. I was thinking, okay, he's gonna move his Panthers maybe to the middle, but no, not at the moment. So I'm trying to kill most of his infantry than his tanks, because nothing I can do against his tigers here. I mean, 88s, he's gonna, as you can see, he's trying to flank. And he's shooting Crusader. He's, of course, flanking me with this tiger here on the right side. This is really the moment I was like, okay, what the hell am I doing? I'm gonna go head to head the tiger and try to hit him from the sides in this position. But like, fuck that shit. Get back, put in this position here. I just realized, you know, what the hell am I doing? There is no way in hell I can do anything against him at this point. So I'm moving most of my stuff, or will be moving most of my stuff toward those positions now, up there, because I'm realizing he's not attacking the right flank here, or should I say the bottom flank. So I'm like, okay, stand there, hold the ground as much as you can, use anything, man up front, use the meat shield, I don't care. Just anything. As you can see, Fireflies did a nice damage to Shermans and destroyed this tiger is down. My reinforcement has arrived. In this reinforcement we have a bunch of stuff. We have also Persians. Yes, we gained our tigers. So our tigers came. We lost, as you can see, well, we lost both Shermans, Firefly and M28 or whatever it is. He's attacking with Panthers at this point. I'm not realizing that. Thankfully we have this AA, my AA gun, which annihilates the fucking Panther here. He doesn't stand a fucking chance there, because I personally made that freaking line bang like that. It's awesome. Sexy like a Panther, but not. Panther is dead. As you can see, this tiger is still damaged. I'm sending everything I can just to hold off this, because if I lost this AA gun, it would be all over. This AA gun is my savior. So yeah, he's continuing shooting at this stuff, and now my stuff is coming up. Here we go. So I'm gonna try and make here a line to defend in this point, but I'm like, okay, no, because I want to wait for my Persians and all that to actually have some kind of attack and really hit them from the sides. Those two tigers, just hold it. The line is not, you know, as long as I can. Now I lose my 88. Well, actually, the 24mm AA gun. Now I'm moving the rest of my Fireflies here. I'm like, okay, this is already too serious. I can easily hold this position. I know that with my soldiers and infantry. He's gaining ground. I have nothing to hold his tigers up. There, that's it. But then, of course, my reinforcements arrives, and there it comes to save the day. As per usual, I'm not gonna go with the M8s towards this tiger. I'm gonna try and lure his fire. As you can see, he's turning his crap around. See, he's trying to shoot the M8. I'm going here to lure the fire of his soldiers and all that, just so we can gain some kind of stuff. Now he loses this to my Firefly. There's only one tiger left, and that's it. There is the Sherman 3A shooting at a tiger. The tiger is being damaged already beyond repair. That's it. Now an explosion comes. 14 health. That's it for him. That's it. All three tigers destroyed. And that was like a really turning point for me, because, you know, my last reinforcement is there. He doesn't get any more reinforcement. That's it. I think this was his last reinforcement he could get. It was his last push. So now my push comes to push. Anyway, so we have SAS, we have all the good stuff. We have the Fireflies, we have the Centurion, and Centurion being one of such an awesome British tank. It's a beast. Again, it's a beast. As you can see, the lines are smudged all over. So yeah, we have Centurions, and I mean, to me, Centurion is like such a great tank. It's like really awesome, strong tank. Me and Chubz had some nice matches with that thing. Then that thing held off a bunch of stuff, heaviest stuff. It was a beast. It is a beast. So now I'm like, okay, that's it. Here's the Judge Panther here. I mean, okay, you know, some Panthers, he's sending what he can. He has a Nashorn. I mean, now, again, the fight for this city. If he actually attacked from different positions, he could have done most of the stuff. We have the Wolverines also, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Wolverines. We have the Centurions, and Centurions being my Tigers. I was like, okay, come to Demon. Come to Demon, your Nashorn ain't gonna do much. And there's a King Tiger. Now this is a monster, and I mean a real monster. This thing can be destroyed. He only had one, if I'm not mistaken. Only one. And there goes the Nashorn, and there goes the King Tiger. And this thing, this and the 88 were like the biggest things he had, and those biggest things were like things that I couldn't even do anything against. There goes another Panther. Panther is dead. We lost also a bunch of stuff. Wolverine is holding. Centurion is there. Yeah, he destroys the Panther. And there's the King Tiger. King Tiger, a beast of beasts, monster of monsters. He's a Godzilla of the German army. He's like, fuck you, demon. He's like, fuck you and your Shermanoids. Shermanoids ain't gonna do shit. I'm like, okay, there is no way I can do anything against his armor because we have met before and it wasn't a fun thing to do. It wasn't really a pleasure journey with him, so or we didn't have a great party and all that, but I like, okay, that's it. This is it. I mean, we can't do anything against him. You can see his smoke, but nothing. We have nothing against those. I realized that very late, and this is where the stalemate begins, because I can't do shit against him. For me to win, I have to capture all the flags, hold them, and win. And wait for 5 minutes. Or kill all his forces. In this video, that ain't gonna happen. Because that 88 was the only thing he was left with later on, and I couldn't destroy it with anything I had. I lost so much, as you can see here. That's my stupidity. I was like eager just to fucking kill that King Tiger because I know the monster. The monster killed my USSR. The monster is there. It's unbeatable. That's what I thought, at least. But actually, the British have a nice Centurions that can actually beat the King Tiger and really hit him nice. As you can see, he has a nice 88 here. He has a modern 88 here. He has a Tiger here. As you can see here, the map shows the stuff. Map shows everything. Map doesn't lie. Map is showing you how we're losing, how we're getting destruction. And there's M36 Jackson with 90mm gun. As you can see, I position most of my stuff there. This is my M26 position. Why did I call M28? Anyway, M26. I'm holding the city with my Wolverine. At this point, I was like, where's my engineering vehicles to actually repair stuff? Because I was like all over the place. I didn't know what the hell was happening. I'm losing stuff. And I'm gaining. I mean, he alone with all this could have actually won everything, because these are monsters. This King Tiger is a monster. I mean it. In the Hidden Stroke Resource War, it's a monster. It's a freaking monster. The flames of the tigers is still there. I mean, the holes, the destruction, the blood, the gore, it's still there. And this is where the stalemate really becomes stale, because I couldn't do anything. I was thinking, okay, I can maybe flank him and try and flank him from the right flank, just take the freaking flag. I destroyed this pack 76 with this position. Now I'm moving these guys here. I'm thinking I can go to the sides and kill, you know, maybe the 88, destroy the 88, try to do something. You know, or if not, this is not gonna be anything. I'm gonna lose, actually, if that happens. I'm gonna lose. Oh man, the destruction and everything is there. I'm still holding my stuff here. Of course, he can't attack with anything because he doesn't have much to attack with. As you can see, he's trying. The poor guy is trying to, like, you know, feed this, feed that, but you know, the Chubz is excellent at this. He's excellent at freaking flanking, because I suck at flanking. I really do. When, you know, I'll go over all the places and all that from the side, left and right, whatever. I can't stand that, to be honest. I mean, I love flanking. I always will love flanking. That's the point of any game, especially Sound Strike. You have to flank. But I have no patience sometimes for it. So I'm like, okay, I just want immediate victory. Like, but that's my thing. Anyway. So yeah, at this point, we have a bunch of soldiers here. These are the medics, but that's unimportant because that's not where the fight is. So here is me trying to attack him from the flanks. Now he has this back 75mm, and he has one of these grenade, whatever these are. A Panzer, blah blah blah, 88mm Raketwerfer. Now I'm seeing that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and avoid that damn whole thing. But for some reason, this retard had to, like, open his ass towards it and get the rocket inside his ass. Then this time at the side. He like Pumas, but you know, this 5, whatever it is, 5 centimeter. It's not 5 centimeter, great against infantry. I mean, he will rape these guys. We just raped him. And this is where where I actually stopped, and I was like, okay, there is nothing I can do. So I move my dingo here, and I'm trying to take his flags. As you can see here, I'm using the Crusader to take this flag. Oh, I just should have taken the flags, and that's it. Should have concentrated on the flags and finished the mission. Well, yeah, finish the battle. As it is now, I'm using this M36 Jacksons like nothing. I'm not using anything. That's it. That's it. I'm like holding the line, hoping that I can just hold enough, get his flags, and that's it. As you can see, nothing is happening. That's it. The biggest battle was at the beginning, and that was it. I was trying to flank, failed miserably. But I knew that. I fucking knew that I'm gonna fail miserably, because that was it. So I'm realizing there is nothing this dingo will do here, because there's nothing to shoot unless I pop his commander up and he gets shot by someone. But there's only 2 guys, so if he gets killed, it'll be most wasteful opportunity ever. So here is me with 3 crew members inside this Crusader. We already lost 1. I'm thinking so. The only way for me to know where these guys are in these buildings is to pop the commander up, right? Yeah, because immediately the soldiers start shooting. But this is actually the one flag I could take. And I will take. And I get reinforcements for that. Because I have that flag. If you go over with your mouse over the flags, I get that flag, and I have this flag, blue, yeah, getting reinforcements. So another reinforcement comes to me. And now he's using his PAC 75mm to just harass my ass here. And that's about it. All in all, this was a stalemate that I could have avoided if I was much more cautious. But I wasn't, and that was my own stupidity. It cost me a huge amount of men and resources. But yeah, all in all, this battle shows the flanking, shows the good stuff, the big guns, the small guns, the old guns. Now I'm trying to use Centurion here like a retard to actually shoot the... I know what the fuck, why he's shooting at a transporter, I mean, like, wow. But reality-wise, you should always try and kill these munition trucks, because he loses that, he can't repair stuff, and that's it. As you can see, here's a King Tiger. Now, this is bad. I was like, okay, fuck, King Tiger, all this stuff shooting at my Centurion, he's getting low health. I mean, if I lost him at this point, I would be like, I'm dead. I think I did lose him. I mean, so many things shooting at him, it's like ridiculous. Go behind the pyramid, go behind the pyramid, go behind the pyramid, come on. No, he's not. He's just in his ass, and that's it. And I'm like, okay, fuck. We're still getting shot by PAC 40, and this thing is getting annoying already. I was like, okay, how the hell am I gonna do this? So I'm using my commandos just to move and capture maybe building, but buildings are destroyed. As you can see, they're quite useless. And there was no point to capturing these flags because they are turned off. They are unusable, so yeah. All in all, at this point, Chubz is just holding his ground. He doesn't really have anything anymore. That was his last reinforcements, his last push, but I can't reach him. I can't fucking do anything because of my own stupidity, because if I actually went around these positions, surrounded him, and just hit him from all the sides, he wouldn't stand a chance. Especially the King Tiger. But King Tiger had like support of the 88s, 2 88s, remember, 188 here, 88 here, and King Tiger. I mean, their vehicles might be hard and tough on the shell, but I mean, still, they're versatile enough. I mean, Panther themselves being one of the, to me, the best fucking versatile heavy tanks they have. He's really Panther-like. So here I'm trying to kill his ammunition truck, the supplier, whatever, the engineering vehicle. Of course, we can't do that. Again, capture the flag in 12 minutes. Again, like, wow, 12 minutes, Jesus, they know how much it's gonna be. I mean, the thing is, you can wait as long as you want, and that's the greatest thing about Southern Strike, as long as you don't get disconnects and all that stuff. That's sad, but that kills your heart. But all in all, he didn't really have anything on the right side, I'm thinking. I mean, look at this, he has Pumas, and I'm not doing crap. I'm like, okay, I can wait for 12 minutes, why the fuck not, you know, I can wait. It's gonna be a stalemate. Well, you know, I can surround him later on. I have 12 minutes that. You know, if I capture all other flags, why the fuck not, right? And here I'm going with my 2 perishing. Now this is gonna be a fight of century. Was such a beautiful fight. 2 perishings against King Tiger up front. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and surround that position. I mean, Pershings have a strong armor and has like 90 millimeter gun. I mean, like, okay, I mean, King Tiger has the 88 millimeter gun, but has even heavier armor. And now he's moving his Panther and the King Tiger, and now I'm not having a fucking sight. Now this is also one of the biggest mistakes I'm doing. I'm not using officers. I don't even know where the fuck they are. So like, you know, I need sight. I'm not doing this good because I need sight. I'm popping my commanders inside the tanks, but that's not helping. As you can see, my Centurion is hitting from the sides. The Panther is dead. But the King Tiger will open the Centurion. Centurion is already in barely any health. Yeah, he's gonna die. And he dies. No, not yet. Yeah, as you can see here, no damage at all. And I don't know why I'm not moving my... I'm thinking like Persians are firing because this asshole is firing, but this one isn't. So there goes the Panther. My Centurion is still alive. This thing is such a monster. I mean, he can hold a punishment from a King Tiger and a Panther in the same. If I actually move these 2 retards a little bit forward, we might have killed the Tiger before he killed the Centurion. And of course Centurion is dead now, and there is only one fight that can happen. 2 Pershings, 1 King Tiger, and that's gonna be a battle of century. Because this was one of the best battles we had. I would say this was one of our best battles. Because it was really, you know, you had the light armor, the heavy armor, you had everything, except the freaking artillery, which is totally okay because, as I said, artillery is really unneeded. And there goes, as you can see, we are shooting him on the sides even, but we are missing, as you can see, we're missing, or the fucking rounds just pop off like nothing. That armor is just monster, like... I can't move this Wolverine because he is stuck, he's not being repaired by anyone. It's just ridiculous. And there's a hit, we hit a little bit of his stuff here, but nothing. I mean, look at my Pershing one-shotted, and look at the damage he did. There goes, he opened the Pershing, I was like, fuck this shit, I'm going for him or nothing. I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do. I honestly do not know what to do. He's like having this King Tiger being repaired. I'm trying to kill this supplier because killing suppliers, you know, no repair for you, bastard. As you can see, there he goes. Maybe damage him in the explosion, maybe tracks and all that. I'm like, go back, fuck that. We just play this little game of cat and mouse, move back, move forward, move back, move forward, whatever. Like, okay, you know, he doesn't have a supplier. He can't be healed anymore by anyone. I'm thinking he doesn't have any more suppliers at all. It's just a nice little fight between a King Tiger and the last Pershing I had. I'm not moving anything to the sides. I don't have anything. That's it. This is like the... I mean, I do actually have... those Jacksons, I think. I'm not using most of the stuff. No, actually, I do not have any Jacksons anymore. I've lost everything. Oh, and that one Pershing is the only thing holding this. I mean, but they're missing. That's like the worst thing. They're missing each other like nobody score. Look at that. Look at it. Like a hit, but it's a miss. Fuck, he missed. I mean, this is scary when you look at this. Oh, there goes. There goes my Sherman, the fucking Pershing. The Pershing, goddammit. And oh, totally open. I'm like, fuck this shit. They burned to death, and you can see this fire and all that. I'm thinking that his crew members will burn to death soon enough also. So yeah, you have that also. If the fire is spread overly too much, you will kill your crew members inside of tanks. They will burn. And there goes my last. I mean, honestly, this was one of the battles of the century for me because this is one of the best experiences I had in the MP of any strategy game to date. Because this just showed you how much you can do And it's just little thing. I mean, this is 1v1 on a map that is supposed to be for 4 players, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, the thing about playing, I think, on a bigger map with, you know, with specific numbers of players, like if the map is for 4 players or 5 players, you know, you want to take all the points, and that's the problem, because you want those points. You want them so hard that you don't, you know, you don't do the rest. You don't do the flanking. You don't do anything. You don't do any tactic. Thankfully, this map wasn't such, because we actually held enough for most of the time, most of the stuff at least. We did our best, we held our line. He tried to attack most of my lines, I tried to attack his lines. It was a failure on both sides. Of course, there can only be one winner. I'm putting my back here. I mean, I'm like, okay, I gained reinforcements, right? I did gain reinforcements. Yeah, I did. As you can see here, I'm having those Jacksons moving. I don't know where exactly. Oh yes, I'm moving them to the sides so I can actually shoot that fucking tiger again. Because he's still alive here, mind you. He's still alive, and I'm hoping he doesn't have anyone to heal him. And here I have the Montgomery, I think. Yeah, there they are. As you can see there. This 2 lieutenants have like binoculars, so I'm gonna try and see what's happening on this side. And there is the supplier, the repair truck. The APC repair truck. So I'm gonna, well, APC repair thingy. Anyway, look, he's gonna try and repair his awesome King Tiger, which is the only thing holding my force and the 88mm in this position, and that's it. I mean, he knows it, I know it, and that's just a joke of all this. Because no matter what I did at this point, I lost so many things, and you know, it wasn't really a victory. It was barely, you know, a victory at all. We lost overly too much for the victory, but what I like is, if you know, is that if you can shoot the supplier, you know, you can damage him so much, you know, and just do the good stuff. So guys, you can see the Jacksons. I never actually used them. This is the first time I'm using the Jacksons. Dude, look at the beasts. Look at the range. 92mm, guys. Sorry, 90mm. What was the actual 92mm? Anyway. As you can see, the explosion, the fire is going, and of course we're burning the crew member at this moment as we speak. That's it. He's gonna lose this King Tiger to the flame. I have no idea what's happening anymore. I mean, you can barely see anything. And there it goes, the Jackson shooting at the King Tiger. I'm still like, okay, he's not turning his stuff, so he doesn't have the officers are dead, so he can't do much about that. He can use binoculars, he can't see, he doesn't have a sight, so I'm using like, okay, now I have a chance to actually kill him. And that's it, this is the end of the King Tiger. King Tiger that killed 2 Pershings, a Centurion and all that stuff. Strong, this is a beast, a monster, a Godzilla of a fucking game. All in all, that's it, this is the battle. Yeah, at this point we were like, okay, you know, we can't do shit. He lost most of the stuff. I can't reach this 88. Yeah, I still can't reach the fucking that's why I waited for my reinforcements, so we can actually, there, my reinforcement will arrive 152, and before I think it arrives, we will end the game, because that's actually the game where it ended. Yeah, all in all, it was a great fight. Look at Panthers. And Panthers are like Panthers. That is this freaking now I forgot the freaking name. There you go. I freaking forgot the freaking name of this thing. Anyway, that's it. This was the greatest fight we had by now, I would say. We had also one great fight, but we didn't save that replay. Fuck, I lost that one, but it was so awesome. It was so beautiful, I must say. It was an enjoyable experience all in all. And just, this is my first video for MP videos that we'll be doing with Chubz, and hopefully many of you guys watch this when I actually put this on YouTube, and of course it actually works as intended. We shall actually have team battles, and that will be awesome, or free-for-all battles, which is something I really like about Southern Strike, is allows you free-for-all battles. So, you know, King of the Hill, like, if you will. There are some King of the Hill maps. All in all, great fight. Thanks to Chubz, I can actually now test most of the mods for Southern Strike, play this stuff and enjoy them thoroughly, and actually bring you MP videos. But all in all, great fight by Chubz. He's a great friend here because, again, not many people wanted to do this, to play the Southern Strike, that is. I asked many, but not many people wanted that. So I'm glad that Chubz came and said, well, you know what? Let's just fucking enjoy our time. So, like, yeah. You can see here the 88 is like screaming, knowing that like he doesn't have much time. He's dead. But it would be funny to see if he could actually hold his stuff with the 88, because I would think he would, because what I have is like nothing. We lost the Jackson there. I'm like looking, what the hell is that 88? If we can actually destroy it. That 88 here, that is destroyed, I'm thinking. So yeah. Yeah. All in all, great fight. Great fight by Chubz. Great fight by me. It was a beautiful experience. An experience I will never forget. And of course, we'll be bringing you more stuff. The RVG mod will be used also. We have 2 replays of that. One Stalingrad mission, and which is quite ironic mission, I would say, if you look at by historical fact. So yeah, and of course one very much bocage map, 1v1 map, which is really very exciting little battle we had there, with lots of flanking, lots of death, and we use of the light vehicles, lighter vehicles, well, medium to light. Light to medium. All in all, great battle. So let's see, my reinforcement consists of the M8 Greyhound. Okay, that's awesome. We have a Sherman 3A. I'm really never gonna remember this fucking thing. I mean, Firefly, sure. That's it. All best to you.